Hey guys, it's FireGingerWolf back here with some Diablo 3 on the PS4. So I'm going to be doing a new season. The new season came out a while back. I'm going to try and grind it out to get the Hadred's Gift, which is a really good reward. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rebirth my Crusader here, which basically will allow me to start over with the season. So, gotta check a couple things here. Recording, the mic is good and picking up my sound, and the game captured is good. Alright, so I'm gonna start with, I can do Torment as I want. I'm gonna do Expert for now, I think. And basically I'm just gonna go through and I'll let the cutscenes go through and everything so you guys can hear those. But one of my favorite games is probably on the PS4 right now because it's so addicting and awesome.
At 12, I swore the oath, leaving home and family. At 16, I saw my master die. I took up her shield and her name, and on that day, I became a Crusader. Armored by faith, driven by duty, bound to kill the enemies of Zakarum. Sworn to live as a Crusader and to die as one. Now, corruption returns to the hearts of men. I see it in the eyes of the mad, hear it in the howling of the damned. A falling star in the west leads me to the town of New Tristram. The crusade calls me, and so I go.
So that is the backstory for Diablo 3. Each character is different based on the class you are, but right now I'm a Crusader. So basically what I'm going to be doing is just going through and doing the main story. I'm going to turn my damage on because I'm kind of curious. Oh, I'll turn it off. Sorry guys. Turn that off. I'll turn that off. Alright. So basically what I'm doing is I'm striking enemy and striking enemies with X. So my controls are in the bottom left down there. And each class has different skills. So basically what I'm looking for with this right now is the season journey. It basically gives me these rewards, which are always really nice. So basically that's what I'm going to be doing, is just going through and grabbing those. So and you guys can actually see the story, and I will try, every time I play this, I will try and do a video on it, like name the season, part 1, part 2, and stuff like that. So this skill, this one generates wrath, and that's basically what I use to use my extra skills. And basically when I strike, I gain hardened senses, increasing my chance to block for a short time. This one costs that wrath, so I have to use my X to gain this, to do these. Basically I charge my enemy, bash them with a shield, and yeah, so that's the skill. That's the skill. And when I need to build up wrath, I have to hit X. It generates by itself, but it just makes it stronger. So like, it's generating on its own right now, but it's a lot faster when I hit something with it. Alright.
Are you Leah? They tell me you survived the falling star.
I did, but it blasted my uncle Deckard Cain into the depths of the old cathedral. I tried to search for him, but the dead were already rising. I came back here to rally the militia, but... Watch out! The wounded are turning!
So, that's Leah. She's a very important character in this game.
The dead will overwhelm us all, unless something is done.
Something like putting them back to sleep? I can do that.
Thank you. You should speak with Captain Rumford at the gate. He can tell you what to do.
And normally I'd skip this because I know what I'm doing, and the whole
For many years, villagers were too afraid to settle near the ruins
and those
of
books,
the cursed
extra
town.
XP, and they tell a little bit of backstory and history.
Adventurers arrived to loot the old cathedral, and their business was profitable enough that...
I've come to help. How do we stop these risen dead?
I admire your courage, but Captain Dalton and the...
Sorry I skipped the first one I talked to him. Basically, he's just like, I never seen anyone fight like that. I had to go find Leah. So sorry for skipping that.
militia was slaughtered by those things. Only I survived.
Have faith, Captain. Have faith.
Well, I have seen you fight. Strike at the wretched mothers and their queen. They're the ones vomiting out these horrors. They're attacking the barricades!
So, not normally a class I play. Like I said, I'm normally using my Necromancer, but as of right now, I'm trying to.
Not enough
That's one of the wretched mothers. There are more of them in the ruins down the road.
I'm just trying to go through and get the gear, and I don't want to start over on my Necromancer because I like my Necromancer so much. So basically, with the Crusader, I have a melee weapon, and I'm going to have a shield. So, and hopefully once I get farther in, attack a lot faster with this knife. Alright, so different skill here. So this basically, I can hit multiple enemies. This is one enemy, and this allows me to hit multiple. So I'm going to do this because I can block, and right now I have the difficulty up a little higher, mainly to try and level up faster. So these little spots down here, these little things right here, are extra spots I can go in to do, like, there's usually a little bit of little bosses or something down here I can fight for extra gear and stuff. So, and then I'll explain what the season stuff is. And these.
I wish I could do that.
See, now I'm getting hurt. I don't like it. Ow! Oh, come on, that's not fair. They vomited all over the ground, and now I can't really hit them without dying.
My wrath is low.
I'm gonna die. 100%. Yep, there it goes. So maybe I got this up a little too high. We'll put it on hard. They're gonna be a little bit easier to kill. I get less experience, but I'm just gonna keep dying, and then that's no fun to watch. Maybe it is. Who knows? Stop hurting me. Like that wasn't. Yeah, normally they'll drop loot and stuff like that, but I guess it depends. It's kind of depends on the boss. So like that, randomly I'll find gear, and since I don't have anything, it'll equip it as of right now. But once I get multiple sets of gear, I have to pick what I want.
To let me and grandmother continue to stay with them. I think we will, now that the troubles are over. I am still tormented by horrific nightmares. I keep hoping they will fade, but they seem to be getting stronger.
I'm gonna play for like, well, let me see what time it is here. It's 30, probably just about a half hour or so, and then I'll be done. So the nice thing is I can charge with that skill, and it basically one-shotting these. And I'm gonna bump it. I can't increase it. That's unfortunate. But I want to get out. At some point I'll be doing like torments. I'm not too worried. So I could do all these little areas if you guys want me to. If you guys are watching this and want to put it in the comments. Let me know if you guys want me to do these spots or not. Oh gosh, I have to kill 100 enemies before the timer runs out. Yeah, right. That's not going to happen. problem is I don't hit a lot of them at the same time. Unless I really deliberately try.
I require more rest.
And then there's random books laying around. Yeah, I'm not going to complete this. It's a lot easier when they're, I hit a lot harder, and so this skill, I guess, I haven't played the Crusader in a while, so it's going to be light erupts from shield, blinding all enemies in front of you. So basically, I essentially stun all enemies. That's kind of cool. Try to grab this book.
Eastern kingdom of Kyrgyzstan, I've heard rumors of
Not enough
Zakharun
rest.
warriors called Crusaders. While the natives were more reticent, I was able to deduce that this order was founded 200 years ago, just as Marquis took his army of paladins west. But these Crusaders went east on a very different mission.
So it's kind of a very brief history. I have to kill this boss too, don't I? Yep. Really? Why are you so evil? After dang lightning.
My wrath is low.
There we go. Now I can open this chest. So there. So I got a sword that's going to do a lot more damage. My main strength is... my main attribute is strength. So the more strength I have, the more damage I'm going to do. So. Just so you guys are aware. I don't know what else I picked up. Oh, I got different attacks. So now I can sweep a mystical flail through the enemies, dealing a large amount of damage. So basically, if I'll show you this guy's here, that's what it looks like. And then this is that shield one that I just showed you guys. So I'm pretty much going to be messing around with the different skills so you guys can see. When I get higher up, I'm going to have a certain set that I want because it will do max damage in a sense. But I can definitely hit a lot more enemies if I do it this way. Look at that. I already got different boots. I'm doing this with my cousins actually, with a different character. But I want to be able to try and complete the season before it ends, because I don't know when it ends. So that's partially why I'm doing this, is to try and get those hedged gifts. And I'll explain those once I get closer to it. And then these I can teleport around, so if throughout the game you will see me exploring these different portals. It basically allows me to teleport back to certain spots. So, if I have found the portal.
Thank you for your help, but could you talk some sense into Leah? She won't give up on the idea of rescuing her uncle.
She's brave. With help, she may yet save Kane.
So then I got these really a lot better pants. So each is going to have different stats based on what it is. Sorry, I've got a hangnail, and I'm going to pick at it. So they're going to offer different stats. Armor is going to reduce damage. So the one with the sword is attack, the shield is defense, and the plus signs is like life, I think. So basically it's just where's it good and where's it bad. But obviously right now it's better, so I'm going to use it. So you guys have questions, let me know in the comments.
We'll need to open the cathedral first. The guards locked it up before they were ambushed. Rumford told me they fought their way back to Adria's hut. The key must still be there.
Alright, so now I gotta go... So I can teleport back since I've found this spot.
Here, let me open the gate. Adria was my mother, but I don't know much about her. She died when I was very young. I was raised by Uncle Deckard.
And your father?
I'm told he was a great warrior who was lost when Tristram.
And then, so with each skill, I can also equip a rune. So when it's blocking, I have a chance to explode with theory, doing damage to nearby enemies. But I'll keep using this one for now.
Fell to the demons.
So each skill can have her different runes, and you get all these from leveling up. So each skill, nope, sorry, excuse me. Each skill they'll give me different abilities based on within the skill. So I get the punish ability, and then also with an extra bonus with the runes. But right now I'm going to stick with the slash just to show the different skills.
Look, a hidden cellar.
There are dark secrets here.
People said she was a witch, but I never believed it.
Patience.
Patience. And then those freezy circles you want to watch out for, because they'll freeze me and I won't be able to move while I'm in that.
I require
So
more
those globes on the left, that is a healing globe, so it's going to heal me. And each elite enemy is different than the next.
My studies indicate that a high-level cleric of the Zakarum named Akan began to sense the corruption that was eating away at the heart of his faith. He knew this corruption would eventually destroy his beloved church, and that he must take action. After much prayer, Akan hit upon the idea of an order of Crusaders.
Here's the key, and my mother's journal. What I've seen of it is disturbing. I want to know more about her, but that can wait. We need to save Uncle Deckard first.
I will go. Stay here and learn what you can.
Thank you.
Even came to me last night. I suspected what was lurking within his troubled heart. I consoled him as best I could. Regardless, wherever he's headed, hell will surely follow his way. The shadows close in on Tristram once again. But like Aiden, I'll be gone before they fall.
So I like this flail because I can hit multiple enemies with it, which is really nice. Instead of the shield's nice too, but I like this ignite because it allows me to hit more enemies. Whereas the hardening, whatever the other one was, I can only hit one enemy at a time. So that's kind of nice. I can hit multiple enemies. Wait, that's new. I've never seen this before. So that shield right there is going to be better than what I have. I'll explain that arcane dust when I work more with my blacksmith. So look at 58 armor, so more strength, more experience, and just the block chance is better and the block amount is better. So basically I can block more now, essentially. So now the shattered shield smatters into fragments, hitting more enemies. But I'm going to stick with, like I said, I'm going to stick with the flail for now, just so you guys can see the skills. So, but now you do even more damage. And I'll go through and show you guys all the different skills and everything. So. The numbers that pop up in yellow are crit hits, so they're going to do more damage. And that just goes up as my character damage goes up, essentially.
The star is close.
Got him. So double resource gain, resource regeneration. So that's like my flail stuff. So that regenerates twice as fast as normal. If I destroy enough like objects like that, like those barrels and stuff, I get a speed bonus, so I just move around faster. So I try to activate those as much as possible, because like I said, the flail stuff is going to recharge faster.
Not enough rest.
I think each enemy I hit, I get more stuff. So that's kind of why I like this Ignite one better, is because the more guys I hit, the more wrath I get. And I can just sit here and use this flail skill consistently. And there's different weapons that I can use as a Crusader. I'll try to explain those. And with the seasons, I will try and use a different character each time so you guys can see the skills I get as I level up. And try to explain kind of how they work. And obviously, Crusaders are like holy warriors in a sense. So, that white orb that I just picked up increases my damage output. So I do double the damage, essentially. On my controller, if I want to go back and look at gear that I just picked up, I can hit the up on the D-pad and I can see it, and there's multiple options I can pick with it. So that's kind of nice. I know I just did this a couple nights ago and I don't remember where I need to go. So that yellow arrow in my map, with the circle, is my objective.
I left only to honor my land and my king. No man has a greater love for his king than I had for mine, even as I drove my blade through his dark and corrupted heart.
Here we go.
Foul minions, stay back! Back! May this ledge hold. The Skeleton King?
The power of the fallen star awakened me, and soon all will suffer as I have suffered. Gods, bring me his bones!
So that's the Skeleton King. He's kind of cool. So I have to go save him. So the guy that Leah was looking for, that's this guy. So that orb right there is a double damage orb. So I'm going to do double the damage than I normally would. Damn.
Thank you, but why did you risk yourself for me?
Your niece asked me to find you, and I agreed.
Oh, it is wonderful to hear that Leah is well. I feared the worst. I learned of this secret passage through old maps I found. Discuss the fallen star. Follow me to Tristram.
So like I said, that's another, so now I can teleport around. And on the map there when I was showing you, the cup is my objective.
I rescued the old scholar and learned from him that a creature called the Skeleton King stands between me and the star, but not for long.
The Skeleton King.
Uncle, you're alive!
Thanks to you and your friend here.
It was my duty to help. Now, I would know of the falling star.
The prophecy of the end days surely points to it as a sign that the end has begun.
Please, Uncle, not more of your stories. All that matters now is that you're back.
So, better chest piece. There we go. Now I'm starting to look like a Crusader.
The Skeleton King was once our beloved lord, Leoric. He was driven mad by Diablo's evil. He lost both of his sons and his very soul before he was finally defeated. Now it seems he's risen to plague this land once again.
Then I will be the cure.
The key to defeating him lies in his old crown. Seek out our blacksmith, Hadrig. He knows of its whereabouts.
So this is the guy that's staying over here is the guy I gotta go find. I'll explain the blacksmith probably in the next video. Not that I'm gonna do a lot of crafting, but I'll explain it a little bit more than I will now, because it makes more sense when I can actually make stuff.
Are you Hadrig? Deckard Cain said you could help me find the crown of Leoric.
Not now. It's my wife. She's locked in the cellar like all those who've been bitten. I'm to put them all down. But how can I kill my own wife?
It is a hard burden you bear. I will help.
Thank you. Follow me.
Crusaders are righteous people.
My friend, I'm sorry.
Do your duty, blacksmith. No matter how hard.
So those allow me to craft things, or yeah, pretty much upgrade. I think craft things mainly.
My love, forgive me.
Hadrig, help me.
I require more wrath.
I require more wrath. So the bosses end up in that they have like the gold or purple name on them. So
I couldn't have done this without you. I'm in your debt. My name is Hadrig Aemon.
You owe me nothing, but I would welcome your aid in my quest to find the crown of Leoric.
I can help you there. It's buried with his chancellor, my grandfather. You'll find his tomb in a cemetery in the Weeping Hollow. And if you see my fool apprentice out there, tell him to get back to town.
So let's see here. I picked up another skill. So now I can protect myself from damage. So I'll flip that over. I'll go to punish, down to the roar. So basically when I'm blocking, I have a chance to explode 3 damage to nearby enemies. And then I'll do the shield dash, which is the one I had the shield came out. But I'll now do fragments and hit more enemies. So here, I'll show you what it looks like. So see at the end it kind of blows up right there. Yeah, that's the fragments they were talking about. Alright. So I'm pretty much, oh, I get like armor actually around me. That's kind of cool. This definitely is not as useful of a skill. Well, when I kill those guys tend to explode. That's always kind of fun. Like that. I can't even get out of there because they're just harassing me. Definitely like the other skill, be able to hit multiple enemies more. Even though the blocking can be nice. I like to be able to hit multiple enemies at once. Just seems more useful. I'll explain that as well. So, gray is the weakest, 100%. Then it goes to blue, which is what I have on most here. Then it goes to yellow. And then it goes to orange, green, and then there's a red. And I have one piece of red here on my Necromancer. And basically what red gear is so I can go to here and I can see my stat range. So basically it's going to have max on the range. So like here, I don't know if it's going to show, maybe a shield would show better. So like a primal ancient, so maybe I'll explain that in later. So each of these colors offers difference, and each piece of gear has its own stat range, which is the ones in the parentheses with the gray numbers. So each, and then, so like I said, the order is gray to blue to yellow. Orange is legendary. Green are set pieces, so those usually work well together if you have all the pieces. And then the primal ancient is red. So actually, there's legendary, there's ancient, which is basically a step above legendary, which has a border around it. And then primal ancient is a step above ancient, and those are red and have a border. And I will show you those guys in a different video. But that's a brief explanation on it. Probably make more sense if I show you on my Necromancer. But I just kind of wanted to explain that the colors do mean different things within the gear. So if you guys have questions, please say something in the comments. There's a lot of information to cover, and I'm not the best to give it. But I hope you guys are enjoying my content, because like I said, I'm having a lot of fun putting it up on YouTube for you guys to watch. So like I said, just let me know if you have questions, and I'll make sure to answer them in the next video, or the video. I've been trying to do a good job of that. If you guys ask me a question, I'll try and explain it. I'll either I'll make sure I comment on it, and then I'll go in my next video of that same game. So you asked me a question about, Andrew Austin's asked me a couple about Black Ops 4. I will go back next time I play Black Ops 4, I'll try to make sure to answer those questions, and I'll mention, hey, I'll try and message you, or if I know you guys, I'll try and message you and say, hey, I answered your question in the latest video. Can you let me know if I answered it correctly? So I'll have you guys try and check that out. And if it's right, that'd be great if you just let me know in the comments if that's what you're looking for. So just let me know. Either I'll let you know if I know you guys personally, I'll make sure to reach out to you if they answer your question. Otherwise, I will maybe reach out to you in the comments and be like, hey, I think I answered your question in the video, let me know. All right, so I got a new skill. So each skill you get different levels. So I get another skill at 14, another one at 19. Then these are passives, and basically they help my character all around. And I'll get to those when I get to them. But this one, basically, I taunt all enemies nearby and instantly regenerate an additional 5 wrath for every enemy taunted. So basically, taunting means they're going to come after me, essentially. So now I'm going to switch to slash lightning, because I can stun them. And then I'm going to, I'll stick with the shield for now. So if I do this, so basically I'm going to generate more wrath now, if I stun them right, if I time my buttons right. And I'm going to make sure to try and activate. So a lot of the gear I'm going to find right now is going to be either gray, blue, or possibly yellow. And if it's not good, I want to grab it because I can salvage it, which basically allows me to craft stuff. And like I said, I don't craft a lot of stuff, but it's just a good thing to know how to do in case you need to. So if I trigger this right in the middle, I'm going to get more wrath for each enemy I've got taunted.
I require more wrath.
I like this skill a lot better because I can hit multiple enemies. And I think each enemy I hit is more wrath, I think. I could be wrong, but that's how it is for... It says per attack, so I don't know if it's meaning every time I hit X, or if it's meaning every time I hit somebody. Because some are specific on it, like if it's per enemy hit, or if it's like per per attack, meaning when every time I hit X, I get 5 wrath. And like I said, I like this slash skill a lot better already, just because I can hit multiple enemies instead of focusing one. Even though the other one allows me to block damage, it's kind of nice to be able to... Alright, I'm going to try and find the cemetery, and then I probably will be done. So I've got some other stuff I need to do tonight, so... But, make sure to comment, like I said. Feel free to ask questions. If I can't answer them, I will try and refer a video or a YouTube channel that will answer the question. But I will do my best to answer your guys' questions. Not really. But I just wanted to show you guys a starting character, not my necromancer, who is really, really powerful and probably my favorite character right now to play with. And I like the flail a lot better too. So I'm gonna go back to my flail. Because it now allows me to... Oh, the flail just like, it's easier to directionalize where the with the shield is more permanent. So I'm gonna be done for now. I will make sure to do another video here with the season as I progress throughout the video. So just like a recap, level 9, we got Deckard Cain back to Tristram, and then now I'm looking for the Lyric's crown to pretty much get rid of the Skeleton King. So be sure to like and subscribe, guys. Make sure to ask questions. I hope you guys have a good rest of your night.